All right. Hello, Thrivers. I hope you're doing well. Happy snow day again for us. I'm about to go out and go play with my little girls in the snow. And my theory is that if I bundle up now, then I'll be so warm I won't feel the cold. So we'll see if that actually works in reality. So here we are, day 2 of our Supercharge Your Marriage Gratitude Challenge, going through Rhonda Byrne's book, The Magic. And now it's time to be accountable. How did you do with the challenge yesterday? Did you write out your 10 things that you were grateful for and why? Did you say thank you, thank you, thank you as you reviewed them? I just want to share a few of the ones. Hey, Daniel and everyone else joining us. Some of the things that I have found to be grateful for yesterday. And if you all want to post yours in the comments, I would love to hear from you on what you found to be grateful for, right? We know that when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. It's all about our perspective, and we have the ability to choose that at any moment. So just a couple of mine real quick. I'm truly blessed to have an amazing team because they work diligently every day to serve people and help them thrive in their marriages. You know, when Mark and I first started this, it was literally Mark and I. We had a dream, we had a vision. We knew we wanted to help people. We knew that marriage was sacred to us and that family is divine. And we wanted to make a difference in this world. And it started off with him and I and our lovingly supportive spouses. Jennifer is Mark's wife and Ben is my husband. And we started off just us. And now we've grown into an incredible team of 16 members that work every day. They work diligently and, you know, almost tirelessly to serve you and to help people thrive in their marriages. So I'm so grateful that I have this team that is able to carry out this vision and help impact even more people's lives. I couldn't do it alone. I do have an amazing team. Each and every one of them is so committed to you and so committed to seeing you succeed. It's such a blessing to have that. And I've got my little girls over there. I'm grateful for them too. The baby's sleeping up in my room, and so I'm not going to do that again like I did yesterday. All right. I was grateful for the snow day. We were able to sleep in, read books, play in the snow, enjoy time together, right? I'm grateful for antibiotics, okay? Because Benjamin, my oldest son, would have a hard time with strep throat otherwise. Yeah, strep throat, no fun. Hi, Bryce. And so I'm grateful for antibiotics, right? Sometimes we don't recognize that we have so many incredible conveniences in this modern age, right? All right, now here's one that really, really hits home. As I got deeper and deeper into this, I am deeply grateful for pain, fear, and difficulty I experienced getting my port put in because of the contrast that it gave me, the faith I was able to exercise, and my girl's playing over there, and compassion I now have for others going through similar challenge. So this is my port scar. I don't know if you can see. Nope, let me put the camera down. But when I had chemo, they put a port in, and now someone that's very dear to me, a family member, has also been diagnosed with breast cancer. And as a family, we were meeting on Sunday to talk about how to best to support her and to help her at this time. And the entire family, of course, turned to me, being cancer survivor and having gone through this just 4 years ago, finished treatment only 2 years ago. And oh man, it is some serious triggers to talk about, like her first chemo. And they all looked at me and they're like, how long will it take for her to recover? And I'm like, well, for me, they're like 3 days. And I was like, a week. Depends on type of chemo, but you know, plan for a week of her not feeling well. And so then they're talking about getting her port in. And for me, I was 10 weeks pregnant when I was diagnosed. And then we got the port in at, I think, 16 weeks. I don't know, something around there. But in preparation for my first chemo, because I was pregnant, I didn't want to be sedated, right? I didn't want to go under. It was dangerous for the baby. We want to minimize any kind of, you know, risk to the baby as much as possible. And so I just did like, what is it, Sudafed or something? I can't really even remember now, but just something that would make me a little bit kind of loopy and relaxed, but I was awake for the whole thing. And I am terrified of needles, and I'm just not that. I'm not a very brave mom as far as like blood and injuries and stuff. And so to have the port put in and be awake for that surgery was a terrifying moment for me. I was afraid about the baby and just, you know, the entire thing, but I just had to hold fast to the faith that I have in a Heavenly Father that loves me, and to me personally, and a Savior, Jesus Christ, who could support me and strengthen me. And I know that He did. So that was an incredible faith boosting opportunity for me, and an experience for me that was the first of many. That was like the first thing that I had to do as far as surgery goes or anything like that. And so it was like kind of like that first leap into the unknown, and to know that He was there with me, and that Ben was there with me, and that I had the love and support of so many people. So now talking about these things with her is a trigger for me, for sure. It does bring up some of that past emotion of some of the fear and some of the pain and the difficulty, but I can be grateful even for that. And I can be grateful that I had that experience, because now I know the contrast between pain and comfort, right? Disease and wellness. All of these things have given me incredible experience, as well as deepened my compassion for those going through challenging circumstances. I'm grateful to my Heavenly Father for helping me get through that. So I'm not gonna, you know, there's many others. I did the whole 10, and I'd love to hear some of yours. If you want to post them in the comments, I would love to see what you guys found. But then going through that, oh my goodness. I mean, yesterday was just a pretty normal day. Like, it was a snow day. My kid's sick with strep. You know, one was really grateful we were able to enroll a new client yesterday. And I'm grateful for that, because I know the kind of courage that it takes to want to be willing to work on your marriage and get the help. And I know that this is going to be a great turning point in their life and in their marriage. But that's a normal day for us, right? And so I think that taking a look and pulling out some of these things, some of them are small. Like, I was grateful for warm socks and hot apple cider. Like, those are small things. They weren't all like huge epic things. But it definitely, I feel like, deepened my soul, I guess is like the way to describe it. I don't know if you guys felt that too, but I felt like it brought more love and more perspective, obviously gratitude, into my day, which then made it easier to deal with the circumstances. For example, we do like a family activity in the evening on Monday nights. And so that having that, I guess, deeper well of strength in me, the deeper well of love and of gratitude, helped me have perspective with my son, who was being a little disobedient during our time together, and it gave me a little more perspective to handle that. And Kiri wants to say hi. Hello. Hi. So, all right, cool. We got some here. Yep. Billy, stage 4 cancer. Grateful to spend time with my mom, best friend, and God. Awesome. Grateful for having a child to have this opportunity that you were giving us. Awesome. Really good. Thanks, Billy. Thanks for sharing that. And then here's the other one. Naomi, hi. Oh my goodness, you have caramel on your face. Go wash up. Oh, good. All right, so now we're on day 2, the magic rock. All right, reflect upon your blessings, of which every man has plenty, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. That's Charles Dickens. Blessings, every man has plenty, not on your misfortune, of which all of men have some. So it's all about where we're putting our focus, right? In the beginning of working with these practices, it takes concentrated days in a row to make a gratitude a habit, right? We're wanting to make this a habit. It's a practice, not just something that we're going to do once in a while. It's going to become part of who we are and how we choose to live our lives. And she wants to show you the flashlight. Thanks, Kiri. All right, I'm going to read this right now, so we got to pay attention, okay? Anything that reminds you to be grateful is helping you turn your life into goals with gratitude. And that's exactly what this magical practice is about. Lee Bauer presented the gratitude rock practice in The Secret Film and Book when he told us the story of the father of a dying child who used a gratitude rock to be grateful for his son's health, and his son made a miraculous recovery. Since then, the gratitude rock has been a proven success with many people the world over who have used it for money, healing, and happiness. I'm not familiar with that. I know I watched The Secret, but I'm going to have to go back and read that. First, find a rock or a stone, okay? Choose a small size that fits in the palm of your hand and that you can close your fingers around. I'm going to have to go out and like dig through the snow to find a stone right now, but that'll be fun. Choose a rock that is smooth without sharp edges and not too weighty, and that feels really good in your hand when you hold it. You can find a magic rock from your garden if you have one, or from a riverbed, creek, ocean, or park. All right. All right, so we'll just keep going here. Put it beside your bedside in a place where you will definitely see it when you go to bed. Clear some space if necessary so that you can easily see your magic rock when you go to bed. If you use an alarm clock, put it next to your alarm clock. Tonight, just before you get into bed, go to sleep. Pick up your magic rock, hold it in the palm of one hand, and close your fingers around it. Think back carefully through all the good things that happened during the day and find the best thing that happened that you're grateful for. Then say the magic words, "Thank you," for the best thing that happened. Return the magic rock to its place by your bed, and that's it. Every night for the next 26 days, follow the same magic rock practice. Before you go to sleep, think back through the day and find the best thing that happened that day. While holding your magic rock in your hand, be as grateful as you can be for that thing and say thank you. Using a rock seems like a simple thing to do, but through this practice, you will see magical things begin to happen in your life. When you look for the best thing that happened during the day, you will search through many good things that happened. And in the process of searching and then deciding on the best one, you are actually thinking of many things you're grateful for. You will also be ensuring that you go to sleep and wake up in gratitude each day. All right, so we're going to keep going. This is going to put us in abundance over the next 28 days. When you have a strong magnetic force of gratitude like magic, you automatically magnetize everything you want and need to you. All right, so here we go. We're going to sum up the practice, the magic rock. So repeat steps 1 to 3, where we're going to be counting our blessings and write out the 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Find a magic rock and put it by your bedside. Before going to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand and think of the best thing that happened today. Say the magic words, "Thank you," for the best thing that happened today. And we're going to repeat this every day for the next 26 days. Okay. All right. So my first take, I don't know if you guys think that, but I thought that was a little bit hokey, right? Billy says 30 days. Awesome. It's a little bit silly to find a rock and to like hold it and say thank you. It sounds a little bit silly. However, I have learned through experience that when a mentor or an expert says to do something, you do it. You don't question. And you put it to experiment in your life. And so I have done some very hokey things before, and they've actually all really benefited me. So I'm going to put my silliness radar, I guess, is going off saying, whoa, 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 that's a little too weird. But I'm going to put that aside and I'm going to do this. And I challenge you guys to do it too. If she says do it, we committed to doing this for 28 days, we're going to do it. So we're going to go dig through the snow if we need to and find a rock and do this. Now, what I know from science and from my own life, having done this myself, is that there are 2 windows of opportunity in our day that we have 100% control over. We have 100% control over our morning when we first wake up, and we have 100% control over our time right before we go to bed, right? That is what we choose to do when we choose to get up, when we choose to go to sleep. And that is a powerful window of opportunity there that we can use to really create, as Robin Sharma says, mastery days. So we want to use those as opportunities first thing in the morning to write out our gratitude. And I love that she's having us here at the end of the day think about the best thing that happened and say thank you for that. I do know, like, how many of you guys sit there, and so many of us lay down in bed at night and like we're thinking about everything we're worried about. Like we're going over all the problems of the day, everything that we need to do the next day, right? Everything that happened that we didn't like, all the things that we're worried or stressed about, or we're like going through our shopping list. And what happens is when we go to sleep with that kind of energy, our subconscious mind continues to play that out throughout the night. Whereas when we choose to shift our focus and we're thinking on all the good things, all the things that we're grateful for, then our mind starts to attract more of those things. Our subconscious goes to work for us to bring us more of those things into our lives. So this is going to be awesome. All right, so who's in? I see some comments here, but I'm not seeing a lot of you sharing what you were grateful for. So I'd like to see some more of that. This is where the rubber meets the road, guys. Not everyone's going to be willing to do this. Many of us talk about wanting our lives or our marriages to be different, but we don't put in the work or the time or the effort necessary. So commit to yourself because you're worth it, and commit to your marriage because it's worth it, and your children are worth it. All right. So from us to you, we appreciate you. We're grateful for you, and we'll see you next time. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye.